Alright, I guess let's cast the Gorgc Ember game since it's freshly started. Okay, let's see. And I can't control. Okay, there we go. I can't control the camera. Okay. It is a mid lane Ember versus the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend, Wraith Band, Ember.
That was not
Absolutely
yours.
nothing. Just a lot of regen. Of course, there's no regen on the Shadow Fiend actually. It's I think this is more of a Shadow Fiend matchup because it's ranged, but I think he loses at the later levels with the Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains. The Sleight of Fist level 1 though is really interesting. He is level 2 ahead of the Shadow Fiend, so it can get a good amount of damage in. Shadow Fiend just has Souls level 1. It's Shadow Fiend did hit 2, it does have the raise, misses the raise. If Ember did have Chains level 1 as opposed to the Searing Fist, that was probably a kill, but sadly he went for the Fist instead. And does eat a lot of damage actually, 3 Shadow Raises, that adds up to a lot of damage. And the bot lane is the Rubik Dazzle lane versus the Silencer PA. I guess they decided there's 2 strong mid laners, why not just stick them together in one lane and see what happens. But they are against the Silencer and a PA, so it is a lot of support, and I missed the first blood. AM Phoenix killed the Magnus Chin. Chin is a really strong laner right now. He has the troll to just heal. He is just slowly healing the Magnus. And it gives mana regen. I didn't realize this gave mana regen. That is actually really cool. That's funny. You usually don't see something like that. You usually see something more along the lines of like a centaur or satyr creep. How's that one? It's Ember in the mid lane doing. Let's check the CS. Less hits denies doing pretty well. That is down 3 CS. But, I mean, he's down a little bit, but it is what it is. But now he's getting zoned. This is what I'm saying when it's a good Shadow Fiend matchup. It's just so hard to contest as an Ember because you can eat so much poke from the auto attacks of the Shadow Fiend. And then the level 2 raises is way better than the level 1 Flame Guard. It's just so much more damage. The Flame Guard does not save you at all. Once you get level 3 in the Flame Guard, it gets slightly better, but it's still not great. And then the PA, the Dazzle is actually farming really well down here. It's doing a lot better than I expected. But I guess it's a lot of stick charges with the PA and the Silencer. So he has a lot of regen, especially with the Shadow in. Rubik just casually harassing. Magnus Chin. Magnus, how's the farm? 15 to... It's about even farm here, but they did get the first blood. Who got the first blood? Was it the AM? No. The AM did not get the first blood. It was the Phoenix. AM... So it's just a solo kill with the Phoenix. That's interesting. Alright, going for the casual 3 Wraith Bands that you see on every agility carry now. Oh, and they are diving. Chin's just dead here. AM does get the kill. It's a lot of influx of money. And they kill the creep. Yes, they did kill the creep. It's been healing. Magnus harassing a little bit with the shockwave. Eats a lot of damage and loses a lot of mana. It does have a salve just salving up. Ember. There's Shadow Fiend. 2 Wraithmans in the mid lane. 23 CS to the Ember's 11. Ember access. Go back to heal. It's going to have to TP in. Has boots. And that's it. Struggling really hard in that lane. Rubik is running towards the mid lane. They might try to set up and gank on the Shadow Fiend. Whether it'll be a kill or not, Does have level 2 Flame Guard, does land the chains, but then they stack the lift on top of that. Will not be a kill because one Shadow Raise ate off the Absorb, maybe 2, and kills the Rubik actually with the 2 raises. That was, they played that pretty poorly. The Shadow Fiend played that really well, but they staggered the CC. I still don't know if it was a kill, even if they properly landed the CC, but Shadow Fiend is dominating this matchup. Ember is going to get absolutely nothing, and is going to struggle to be a factor in this game. Let's see, what are the runes?
This should make my life easier.
Radiant gets just 1 rune. Dire gets 3 runes, which is surprising because they're actually winning the matchup. Except for the Ember, of course. Oh, and there's been a bit of a dive top. Ember does rotate and get a kill on the Chen. Not that big of a deal. The Chen's 0 and 3 at this point, not doing too well. But Ember only level 4, the same level as the supports in the duo lane. Shadow Fiend level 6, almost level 7. Ember cannot show in lane really. He's just gonna have to try to hide around and soak up his experience. And the Rubik and the Dazzle actually kill the PA in the bot lane. That is very surprising. Did not have the blur up. I think I just saw it come back up when I clicked on it. If she did have the blur, that's a bit of a misplay. Maybe would have just died to the dodge anyways. And Shadow Fiend just running at the Ember. There is Phoenix behind him, but I don't think it matters. I think Ember not even level 6. He does have 3 in the Flame Guard, but now it's level 7, so it's 4 in the raises. So it's 300. The shield blocks 2 raises. It'll block a raise and, I don't know, a raise and a little bit more damage. A smoke rotation from the silencer, maybe just trying to get a ward. And they are trying to jump, but they're not going to kill him. They're just dead. That was a very well placed. I guess expecting. Okay, they saw him pick up the Invis rune, so we smoked TP placed a sentry. That was a very well played by the silencer actually, and is now stacking as well. Does get the stack. Dazzle 3 points in the poison touch, 2 in the wave, just zoning the PA from the farm. It's not easy. He is actually doing very well farming with his Stifling Dagger. He is basically even with the Dazzle, seeing as how he can't even really get too close to the creeper without getting harassed. He's doing quite well CS wise. In the top lane, Anti-Mage is doing well, but so is the Magnus. Magnus is getting a lot out of this lane. Yeah, see, there's the Hellbear. He just got the small Hellbear actually, not even the Hellbear Smasher, going strictly for the magic resistance aura. Does that... It's interesting. I guess it blocks some of the damage from the AM mana drain, but I don't think it prevents any drain. Magnus is actually doing quite well in this lane. Going a 3-2 build. And Chen is dead again. Is Magnus dead? He should have maybe went to the point and skewer, but he's not dead because the Divine Favor. Chen actually went for the self-play and Divine Favored Dazzle.
Radiant's top tower's in bad shape.
Oh, there's a team fight up here. Shadowfiend comes up, lands 2 raises on the AM, just 1 raise on the AM, and is going to lose this fight. Good blink away from the AM, and Shadowfiend's just gonna die to the Flame Guard. Big kill for the Ember. Does hit level 6 off of that. Only 250 gold though, which is kind of surprising seeing him so far behind. And then PA, or not PA, Silencer did die in the bottom lane to the Dazzle, but the Dazzle died as well. The Poison Touch actually finished the kill. Rubik, they're both still down here. He does have the bad juju, so now that makes this lane a lot harder. Magnus did rotate, gives him power of PA, and just destroys the Dazzle. Dazzle does not have Shallow Grave. RP's the Rubik, interestingly enough. But I guess he just wanted to secure the kill. At this point, might as well use it and get kills. Any kill is better than no kill, even if you have to commit an RP. Chen does die again in the top lane, though. A couple of kills is to be expected, but 5 kills is maybe pushing it too much. That is giving a lot of money to the AM. There is a slight lead.
Thank you.
The Ember remnants and TP's out so it can bottle the AM when it comes back in. That's a interesting play. Is it going to go straight for the Battle Fury rush? Why can I not select the courier? It's interesting. I would like to see what's on it. No, it's just going for treads first. Treads into Battle Fury. Chen with the Windlace. There's maybe a fight for this room? Rubik did lift, but I think Dazzle's just dead. He's dead to the raises. Yep, dead to the raises. Raindrop charge used. Phoenix is not level 6 yet, so he does not have egg. Rubik also not level 6, so he does not have spell steal. Shrine used by the Magnus, just to top off, I guess I didn't see how low he was. Does not let Silencer regen. Silencer is 10 stolen info. That is pretty big for 10 minutes in. That is a smart man. In the middle lane, Ember, and just roots the Shadow Fiend. Has to run away. I'm surprised Shadow Fiend didn't commit any raises, but I guess knowing they can't go through the Flame Guard. Chin just up here, soaking some experience. Does have the Wild Wing Ripper and the Centaur.
Speedy rune of haste.
AM stacking? Yeah, stacking and farming. Pretty efficient. Mid lane, they actually do commit the egg. And Ember with the haste rune does kill. Bot lane, they kill the Dazzle again, but they do kill the Shadow Fiend again. That is a big kill. They're not letting him keep that lead. But the CS difference in the mid lane is massive. 74 CS and 30 denies. Ember's 27 and 3. He has more denies than Ember's last hit. That's very impressive. Rubik is now level 6. Has the Empower, which is actually pretty big. Yeah, I give it to the Ember, and it allows him to farm well and just increases his damage a lot. Maybe he should try to rotating Ember to the AM though, so the AM can farm his Battle Fury faster. And the power on the AM at this stage in the game will be pretty big. Dazzle rotated mid, 3 no talismans. Rotated mid is just trying to farm a little bit. Got pretty
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
destroyed in the bot lane.
No breaking through the Dire's
Shadow Fiend rotated
structures
top. They're
for now.
gonna get this tower. It's just kind of inevitable with the Chin lane. There's just so much
Dire's
pressure
lost the top
and push,
tower.
and they just don't have people to defend it. Well, I guess Rubik has kind of seen. They're diving the bot lane. Magnus did not commit the RP. They did not use the egg. The egg was on cooldown. They just killed the Silencer. I guess they just random. Global was not committed. Maybe deciding just not to waste it. No remnants used either. I guess it was just maybe a slight Searing Chains. Misses. No, it does not have the mana to Searing Chains. Or maybe he was actually going for the Rune Steal. Did not get the Rune Steal. Has a Catapult on the chin. Catapult and 2 Wild Wing Rippers. Does that armor stack? I'm not sure. It doesn't look like it. But I guess that's 2 Tornadoes. Dazzle just filling out the mid lane. PA with the Empower farming. Actually, I went for the Vladimir's first item.
Radiant's top
That's
tower
an
is in bad
interesting
shape.
first item. I think Vladimir's is very strong
Dire's bottom tower.
this patch with the changes to life still. But I don't know if a
Radiant's
core
top
rush
tower
is
is
its first item. Maybe let the Chen get it. But I guess Chen is struggling and has no farm, so maybe he just wanted to get the Vlad. Alright, Smoke in the mid lane. Magnus, Blink. Magnus now has his Blink, so this could be a very big play if they, depending on who they run into. They're thinking they're going to... Oh, if they run to the Ember, this is going to be massive. Ember going for the Yule Scepter first. Is he going to... They do get the Ember. Ember is just simply dead here. They commit the Global as well, not wanting him to remnant away. Does not have any remnants. Anyways, better safe than sorry.
The Dire best do something
Maybe also
about
just
that bottom
hoping to prevent
tower.
the grave.
Can't
Good
do
D-ward
nothing
from the
about Dire's
Phoenix.
structures right now. Dire's bottom
They're
tower
pushing the bot tower. They're going to get this tower. It's basically
Dire gave
unstoppable.
up bottom tower.
Chen denied the Invis rune with the catapult that he had stolen. That's actually really funny. Chen with the 0-2-3-1 build. I guess Penitence has just always been it. It does give. Forces an enemy unit to move slower and for allies to attack it more quickly. So that's actually a pretty decent spell. It gives 120 attack speed at max level. That's not bad at all. But it's only when you're attacking that specific target. Is this a smoke? Yeah, it's a smoke. They see the silencer, so they might rotate on the silencer. I guess that's all they're going to get is the silencer. Silencer does die. Oh, maybe he doesn't die. Yes, they commit 3 minutes. Still doesn't die. With the raindrops and the chin ultimate, he lives. That was all of the remnants committed. Does not get a kill. A decent egg from the Phoenix does get killed in the end though, just because it's a level 1 egg. Silencer dies to the Ember. Or to the Phoenix. They do kill the Rubik. Rubik overstays a little bit. Dazzle died as well. It's actually a 3-for-1 for the Radiant.
Radiant's mid tower.
Maybe it's slightly misplaced. I don't know. They should not. I guess they're trying to fight to make space for the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage does have his battle period though, so he will be coming online very quickly. They have... What is PA? PA is not going battle period, so they're not going to try to farm you and then just try to end. She has the Death Cell within power, so she's actually very strong right now.
Dire's mid tower is having technical difficulties.
And very, very strong. I'm surprised she's backing away. Yeah, look at that. Wasn't even a crit, and is a third of the health. And just Empower cleaves, crits, and kills both of the supports. This is... I don't see how they stop this push. It's a tier 2 this Chen with the Satyr Tormentor and the Frost Mage to give the armor to the PA. They are just deciding to move into the Roche Pit instead of pushing the tier 2. I guess they just did not have a creep wave. So they're opting to go for the Roshan. Shadow Beam with the attack speed and has a DD. Well, they use the DD, maybe just had a bottle. The 15% damage, or the 15 damage over the 150 health on the PA, pretty standard. Ember went for the 25 damage over the Flame Guard absorption, which I guess is pretty standard, but I don't know, maybe he needed the Flame Guard absorption in this game. Does have a Maelstrom, so I guess it's going to repeat build. Dazzle jumped by the PA, very low, does grave himself. Does not die to the shockwave afterwards. There's a little more health in there. PA just hitting the tower. There's not a lot they can do. If they show PA jumps them, Ward to get some vision. Anti-Mage in the bot lane. As Battle Fury and the Yasha is still a little ways off from the Manta. But I don't think he can fight even once he gets the Manta. They do not jump on the Ember. They do jump on the Ember. Just remnants away. Unluckily does not get a crit. Magnus jumps and looks for an RP, does not get the RP. Stifling Dagger hits the Dazzle pretty low. A Stifling Dagger crit on this Dazzle will be a kill? No. Almost a kill.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
Anti-Mage cutting the wave and hitting the tower. Shadow Fiend TPs to defend. Anti-Mage just jumps and farms the Ancients. Anti-Mage playing really well cutting the wave so they can't push the high ground. PA looking for more kills. Just wants to run at people at this stage in the game because there's nothing they can do to stop them. Going for the Sanjin Yasha afterwards. Yeah, look, just by himself, global committed, kills 2 people, Anti-Mage dies. That was a great global, got them 3 kills. Did they commit the RP? They committed the RP, killed the Anti-Mage with the Shadow Fiend, and then they globaled, and it let PA just kill the Ember and the Rubik completely by herself in a 1v3 situation. Does get 2 crits. So I guess you can say a little lucky, but
mid tower could use a little help.
I mean, it's inevitable to eventually get a crit. Now has the Alpha Wolf as well. So 30 damage on top of the 15. And with the Empower, she's hitting for a whopping 400 damage right now. A Stifling Dagger crit is massive. Might even one shot. Maybe. With level 3, I guess the
Dire's top tower.
critical damage was reduced, right?
Dire's mid-range.
Yeah, slightly. Jumps, that is a good egg. They're not going to be able to kill it. It's going to get us up, but they do get the Rex. Does not stun anyone. They get out of range in time. Ember silence so we can not chain. silences that, and then PA jumps in, just simply kills the Ember. And Anti-Mage jumps in, does kill the Chin, and then promptly dies to the PA. Does have the Aegis. Now has enough for SMY. I guess just going to look for more kills. Maybe can kill the Phoenix. With a crit, that would have been a kill. Does not get the crit, sadly. Backing out a bit, poisoned by the Dazzle. You have to respect the Dazzle, even though he's not doing well. The damage output on that hero is a little ridiculous, in all honesty. PA rotating to the top lane, dealing with his tower. Do they have... Chin does not have any creeps. Necrobook on the Dazzle, actually. Chin has no creeps for the push. Does get the Frost Mage for the Ice Armor again. Ember picks up a regen, still only has the Maelstrom, and a 500 gold. No travels, not even a TP on him, actually. So he's gonna have to walk all this way. Good RP, gets the Rubik and the Dazzle into the Shadow Fiend ultimate, and they're simply just dead. And then they feed one of the Necrobooks gold, both of the Necrobooks gold. They get the second lane of barracks. I mean, this game, it's just over. There's nothing they can do. They're actually just going for the end. Ember in the mid lane, just farming. Has no remnants, no TP, so I guess he's just giving up and just letting them in. Radiant is just pushing down the lane. I kill this wave, pull this wave to kill it, and it's just, the game's over. They're just letting them in. PA is a very strong hero this pack. Interesting for the Vladimir's build first. Dives the tower, gets 2 kills. Whoa, just 1 kill actually. And then uses the blur to break the tower damage. Commits anyways, doesn't matter. Has so much life still with Vladimir, or with the new changes. And is just unfearful of diving the fountain. Has blur to evade the tower hits and the new life, so it's pretty nice, as you just saw. And that's it. The game is over. Thank you very much. Please comment if you have any insight on my casting, criticism, call me retarded, I mean, anything you want. I would appreciate it. Thank you so much.